Indie games. They're bold, creative, and definitely not afraid to get a little weird. In the best way possible, of course. And 2025 has already shaped up to be packed with some unique, eye-catching, and exciting titles, including Game of the Year contender Clair Obscur Expedition 33. And guess what? It's not stopping anytime soon. We're checking out some of the most anticipated indie titles yet to come in 2025. From psychological horror that twists your mind, to charming animated games that feel like a throwback to what once was, to adventures that will have you soaring through the skies or waddling through the mud like you've just learned to walk. Let's check out 5 of the most anticipated indie games still yet to come in 2025. And stick around to the end, where we have one little extra game that caught my eye. P.S. I purposefully skipped sequels like Hollow Knight Skillsong, even though I'm hyped for it, so don't get mad at me. If Hollywood's glitzy surface hides anything, it's secrets. And Dead Take is ready to dig them up. You step into the shoes of Chase Lowry, the absolutely beloved Neil Newborn, i.e. Astarion, baby, an actor investigating his missing colleague, Vinnie Monroe, who is played by the amazing Ben Starr from Expedition 33 and Final Fantasy XVI. What a freaking duo, man. But instead of a magnifying glass, you've got Splice AI, an unsettling AI tool that lets you manipulate video footage to uncover the truth. The more you dig, the blurrier the line gets between reality and nightmare. And in this game, fame isn't gold, it's poison. Ooh. The game looks moody, dark, and mysterious. And before you comment, Justin, it's already out! I know it's already out, alright? It came out before this video released. Shush, I was writing this before it dropped, just never finished the video because I procrastinate, so meh. I hope it comes to console soon though, because the game looks freaking good. There's not a lot of great FMV style games out there, and this one just looks wonderful. Almost good enough for me to buy it on my PC that I never play on, so that's kind of saying something. Now, moving on, imagine if Steamboat Willie traded in his paddle boat for a trench coat and a couple of pistols, and maybe even a Tommy gun. Ooh. Well, welcome to Mouse PI for Hire. You're a pint-sized detective on a case with big stakes and even bigger firepower. It's a puzzle platformer packed with clever challenges, charming throwback visuals from the 1930s, and just enough absurdity to make you grin while you're blasting through a case, and so many bad guys who look kind of like Pete from a Goofy movie. Side note, did you know that Pete's full name is Peter Pete Sr.? His parents must hate him. This game looks like a childhood version of Doom, and I am here for it. Dropping shotgun blasts into mice and solving puzzles with 1930s finger-waggling music just sounds like a great time. What if I told you that you could have the thrilling battles of Monster Hunter, but also fly around on a paraglider like your Link in Breath of the Wild? Sounds pretty fun, right? That's what Fera the Sundered Tribes is shooting for. As the leader of a fractured tribe, you'll hunt massive beasts, forge alliances, and shape your people's future, all while gliding and soaring above your enemies for an entirely new way to approach the hunt. Now, this game is in early access, I do believe. And to be honest, it does look a little rough around the edges at some points, but I hope the team at Massive Damage pulls it together and smooths things out, because the concept just sounds wonderful. Being able to jump in the air, paraglide, dive down onto a monster sounds amazing. And kind of like what Monster Hunter wishes it could be. Ooh, shots fired. So this is a game I kind of want to keep an eye on in the future. Speaking of Link, did you ever see that horrendously cursed game called Link: The Faces of Evil?
Gee, it sure is boring around here.
My boy, this peace is what all true warriors strive for.
I just wonder what Ganon's up to.
Yeah, don't ever play that. And this next game is nothing like that in the sense of it being disturbingly bad. With an animation style straight out of a beautifully hand-drawn fairy tale of Disney's past, Buy Sweet Carole is a narrative adventure that's as enchanting as it is unsettling. The expressive art style draws you in, while the mysterious story might keep you hooked. It's the kind of game that feels like flipping through a children's book, only to realize a few pages in that the story might not be meant for kids after all. It's the one game on this list that I had to watch the trailer a few times to get into, but as I did, more and more popped out, just like a lot of the old animated movies, which makes me freaking super excited about it. Alright, let's take a step in a different direction. Pun intended. You definitely not, wink wink, being a 35-year-old man in a onesie in your parents' basement playing video games and never touching grass might not be able to relate to this game and think, what the hell is this? Well, Baby Steps is exactly what it looks like. A walking simulator, where you, a grown-ass man who is isekai'd into a gaming world, are learning to walk again. Every wobbly step is an adventure, every stumble is pure comedy, and somehow it kind of looks like it works. It's awkward, it's weird, and if you liked Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy, you'll likely like this one, because he's one of the creators on it. And it'll also likely make you want to smash your display, but also laugh, and love it too. Before we get to the bonus game, make sure to like and subscribe for all things gaming, and hey, join the live stream every once in a while, because I like playing all types of games, and appreciate you guys being there. And don't forget, every second watched, viewed, followed, subscribed, whatever helps the channel give back to conservation efforts in need and help rescue so many amazing endangered species out there. So, on to the last one. I don't know if this game will release this year, so that's why I didn't include it in my little top 5. Plus, the other ones looked more exciting to me. But this game looks adorable. So we're differing from the suspense-filled spookiness of Dead Take to a co-op game that is somehow spooky and heartwarming. Who knew you could pull that off? In Haunted Paws, you step into the, well, I really can't say shoes, can I? You step into the paws of brave furry heroes, ready to explore haunted houses full of ghosts, ghouls, and maybe a few tail-wagging surprises. Alright, I'll stop with the puns. Maybe. It looks like it's equal parts eerie and endearing, with a touch of roguelike challenge and a whole lot of charm. Perfect for players who like their ghost stories with a side of paw prints. I hate myself for reading that out loud. But I love dogs, and playing in a co-op adventure like It Takes Two with puppers just fits a little perfect slot in my heart. This one may be dropping 2025 or early 2026. And that's the list. 5 indie games that I'm absolutely keeping on my radar to finish out 2025, plus one bonus that may or may not drop this year. But come on, it's got dogs and haunted houses, so it's gonna be good no matter what. But hey, that's what just caught my eye. Now I want to hear from you. What indie games are you most hyped for this year? Is it something from this list? Something totally different that you think I'm criminally overlooking? Drop in the comments so I can either agree with you or pretend to agree with you while quietly judging you, and then likely adding it to my wish list. And if you enjoyed hanging out and talking about weird, wonderful, and sometimes slightly cursed indie games, go ahead and give the video a like, subscribe for more, and maybe even share it with one friend who won't shut up about new games coming out and already has a backlog as tall as that Baby Step Guy's pizza box collection. Alright, I'll see you in the next one. Well, hopefully, since I likely will procrastinate so long that half the games I talk about are already out. Cheers, folks. Bye!